Here we go. Now, some of y'all were asking me how much to borrow or loan, or to get a loan for. Uh, your biggest thing is you're going to look at the 52,255. We're all not going to be the same. The two differences is one's non-resident, one's resident. I'm a non-resident, which means I pay the 29.4 for tuition, which is right here. Now, if you're a resident, it's like 15 or 16,000. There's no difference in that. I mean, really, when it comes down to borrowing. So this video will work for either or. Your biggest thing when you look at what you're going to borrow, what you need to borrow, is going to come down to how much subsidized and unsubsidized, and the federal Pell Grants, if you got any. If you left college with a degree, your Pell Grants are over. You're not going to get none. I was lucky. So anyway, so looking at mine, you see that I got $5,550. And then following through FAFSA, I got another $12,500, which is what this right here equals to. Okay, so when you add this all together and you get a total, that would have left me with needing to borrow $34,205. Now, that $34,205 is a private loan through Discover. They are the best that I found. That does not mean you all have to go get them. I'm just saying, for me, there was no company out there that could compete with them. If y'all do find somebody, shoot, get up with me. Let me know. But the biggest thing you're looking to see how much you need to borrow is once they figure out if you get any Pell Grants or if you get anything, any more money, which all of y'all should get 12.5 for subsidized and unsubsidized loans. That's a given. You should all get 12.5. So from that 12.5, you want to go back and calculate what you will need from here. So let's say mom and dad's paying for your living expenses, okay, and they're covering the medical. Well, heck, subtract that $17,820. You don't need it. But if you're old as hell like me and you have a family and they depend upon you, you're going to have every dime you can get. I'm not working, but I have reasons for that. But anyway, the biggest thing is you have to look at this right here, this side of the scale, and you have to ask yourself, do I need every dime that I can get? Do I need all of this? A quick story. My brother was in medical school. He decided one year he wasn't going to pick up miscellaneous and personal expense, which was $1,000. Come down the road, his computer blew up. He needed that now. Well, he can't get it now. So from him and several other people that I've talked to, they have told me to go ahead and take out all that I can. With that being said, you don't be stupid with it. If somebody's paying for your apartment, your utilities and all that, don't go out and get $17,820 just so you can live large. Do it if you need it. So if you are, and it seems like a lot of y'all are paying y'all's way, so you would want to go out and you would want to take the full amount on this. That's just me. Please take with what I have as a grain of salt. Use it as a guidance, and I am always here. Please give me a call, text me. I'm not into texting, but anyway, you can't tell what somebody feels when they're texting. That's why I don't like texting. But the last thing that I'm going to cover is the private loan. The private loan, when you apply for it, it's pretty simple. You just go wherever you're going to go, and they will cut you a check. Well, they cut the school a check. I'm sorry. And what I learned was you don't get the full expense in one cut check. In August, you'll get $17,000 or whatever it'll be half of what you asked to borrow. And then in spring, you'll get the other half. So just make sure we all account for that and that we watch that. But the biggest thing overall for all of this is looking at your cost of attendance here, sitting down, doing the math with just you, your husband, whoever, children, whatever. And then you need to come down here and look at what has been given from the government. So I know you're going to get this right here, this direct, subsidized, and unsubsidized 12.5. I know you are. If you don't, give me a call, please, because I'll have to talk to you about it. The federal grant, not so much. Some of y'all have already got a full-fledged bachelor's degree. You're not gonna be approved for that. Then the miscellaneous loan here is the private loan. That is where you'll go through Discover or someone else of your choice and decide how much of a difference do I need. Now, the difference that, like I said, I'll cover it one more time, that you want to add up and see what you need to borrow is going to come from these columns right here. And the only one that I could think of that a lot of y'all may not need, the only one I think, is the living expense medical. If your parents are paying for your whole entire apartment and your power, everything, and they have a medical card on you, you're probably not going to need that. If they're not, I'd advise you may want to take it because, as well as, I know and you know, medical bills are very expensive. So even me and my wife are trying to get some kind of medical help. Well, not me. I'm part of the VA. Never mind. But and I'm grateful for that, by the way. It's just something you don't want to be hit with and to have to be worrying about expenses. And the biggest thing for me, the way I look at this is one shot we got, people. One shot. And why risk not wanting to borrow enough and then be stressed out in the end? That's my only advice to you. Be wise about it. And I know we're all intelligent, so just don't go crazy with it. And like I said, if mom and dad are still taking care of you, then I would not borrow $17,820. That would be crazy. But we are grown adults and you do what you want. But that's my advice to you all. Passing note or last note, I guess you could say, is I look forward to working with all of y'all in August. And I hope this video really helps. And please, 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 I know I haven't been on Facebook much, but you all have my number. If you don't, Facebook me, text me. Well, you can't text me if you don't have my number. But anyway, get in touch with me, and I'll do everything I can to help you out. If you have any more questions or anything that I can cover or go over with you, please, please, please let me know. May you have a blessed day, and I am done.